Hey everybody, it's Silver Seeker, and today I want to talk to you about silver and gold stacking and doing so responsibly. A lot of the stuff that I'm going to tell you today is coming from literally my heart. It's stuff that's been on my mind for quite a while. I have a lot of opinions, and I'm going to be honest with you, like this video right here is basically a recreation of a video that I did the other day. I did a Driving with Seeker video, and I released that as an early video to my channel members. I was going to release it on the channel later, but I think I'm going to replace that video with this one. And don't worry, that's not an enticement to get you to become a channel member. It's just that there was things that I said in there that while I'm going to say everything that I said in that video in this one, I just want to make sure I'm a little bit more clear because as I watched that video back, there were a few things where I said that, was coming off the top of my head that, may not have come across as clear as I wanted it to in the video. And so I figured I'd just re-record the video with a little bit more clarity for you guys watching. So, I see a lot of places, not just on YouTube, but, Reddit, for example, the Wall Street Silver crowd that really pump silver. They're pumping it quite a bit. I mean, the Wall Street Silver crowd did the Silver Squeeze 1 and 2. And I think I saw a video from Sal saying that Silver Squeeze 3.0 was coming eventually. And when I see things like that, it makes me worry that, this is, keep in mind, everything I'm about to tell you is my opinion. I could be wrong, and the guys that are saying that silver is going to be $200 an ounce next year could be right. I don't know. But when I see things like that, I worry about irresponsible stacking. I worry about people that are making really bad decisions and putting all of their money into something like gold and silver, hoping that it's going to be the next AMC or the next GameStop or the next Bitcoin. And I don't believe that, so I have trouble doing that. There's no way that I could sleep at night after making a video saying, oh my God, silver is going to be $100 an ounce next year or $200 an ounce next year, because I don't believe it. Everything that I say on this channel, I believe 100% wholeheartedly. And there's nothing against those channels that are making those videos like that if they do truly believe that. But I mean, obviously, that is the more popular opinion to have right now for silver stacking than what mine is. And that is proven by the fact that I've seen quite a few channels that are growing much, much faster than mine. I mean, there's, I lose subscribers on pretty much every video I upload where I say, look, I don't believe silver is going to be $100 an ounce. And when I say that I don't believe silver is going to be $100 an ounce, I'm not saying that I don't believe it's ever going to be worth the $100 bill. It's just that I don't believe that silver is ever going to be worth $100 an ounce of what, today's $100 is worth. And what does that mean? Well, I do believe that eventually silver will get to $100 an ounce and even higher. But I don't think it's going to be because, silver is going to be able to buy what $100 can buy today. I just think it's going to be that the dollar is going to weaken to the point that silver has no choice but to be worth more. So a good example is right now, silver is trading for $23 and change. Let's say that the dollar crashes. Tomorrow it's worth half of what it is today. Without this being worth any more in goods and services, this automatically doubles in value. If that makes any sense, let me know down below. Maybe it doesn't, and I'm explaining it wrong. So yeah, I mean, sure, I do believe that silver is probably going to hit $100 an ounce at some point, but not in the same buying power that $100 could be today. That's like saying, hey, this 1 ounce silver round right here is going to be worth what $100 was in 1920. I mean, I've done videos in the past that have shown evidence that silver has absolutely kept up with inflation. I've shown statistical data. I even did charts in a few videos just showing exactly what I'm saying in this video. Now, as far as do I believe that silver is manipulated? Sure, absolutely, because I even believe that $23 an ounce silver is way too cheap. I think silver should absolutely be in the 30s and possibly the 40s today. And the reason I believe that is because silver is used much more in industry than it ever has been in history. You got electric vehicles use about 2 ounces of silver per vehicle, last I read. You have solar panel technology and all sorts of other green energy initiative technologies that use a lot of silver. And so for that reason, silver is not only used more than it has been in the past for industry, but I think that is going to continue to climb. I think it's going to continue to be used more and more. Even if they do replace the silver in solar panels with copper, I do believe that silver is going to be used more and more in industry for other green energy initiatives. I don't think that, we're going to have, honestly, in the next 30, 40 years, I don't think we're going to have enough silver in industry at these prices. The number is going to have to go up. And so for that reason, Sure, I do believe that silver is being artificially manipulated to keep it low because some of the big banks want to stack, they want to accumulate as much of it as they can so that when that time comes, whether it's next year or 5 years or 10 years, they can turn around and sell it for way more than what they're getting it for today because it's worth more than what they're getting it for today. I just don't believe that number's 100. And, you know, I could say that number's 100 and I could watch my channel grow faster because there's a lot of people. I mean, I've gotten comments on this channel where people have absolutely slammed me saying that I'm ignoring evidence, saying that I'm ignoring facts. And it's not that I'm ignoring those facts, it's that I interpret them differently than some of these other comments do. And there's a lot of channels around there that don't agree with me. I've been called stupid, I've been called an idiot, I've been all sorts of things. But at the end of the day, I have to go to bed at night, and I cannot go to bed at night after doing a video where I get on here and I tell people, even if my channel isn't as big as some of these other ones, even if my channel isn't as growing and it doesn't get as many views as some of these other channels, I cannot go to bed sleeping at night sleeping well, being like, oh man, I had a video with 50,000 views this week because I said silver is going to be $100 an ounce, and then I have to worry about people doing stupid things like mortgaging their house and taking out high interest, massive loans to invest in silver when the truth is, yes, this definitely can go up, but guess what? It might go down as well. There's nobody that actually knows what the heck it's going to do from one day to another, myself included. I just believe in the fundamental reasons of stacking silver. I believe that silver is absolutely a hedge against inflation. I believe that silver is real money, and I don't think that's going to change. Yes, I believe it's manipulated. No, I don't think it's worth $100 an ounce today. And if you do think it is, that's fine. And if you want to call me an idiot in my comments, that's fine. But that doesn't mean you are right, and it doesn't mean I'm right either. It means, honestly, nobody knows, and we interpret evidence, we interpret facts differently. And yes, I just got into a little bit of a tangent there. And yes, I've basically said everything I said in that video the other day that I released for my channel members, but I definitely did so already, I can tell, in more clarity. So, you know, I'm not going to ever tell you something I don't believe. I do stack silver. These bars, these specific bars right here, these are my bars. Yes, I do sell silver. I do my auctions. I have my website at coolstacks.com. I do the stacker boxes and things like that. Yes, I've even sold silver locally quite a bit. So what? These are in my private stack. These are not for sale, and I have plenty more like them. You know, just because, and this is for anybody who slams someone for, you know, talking about how they believe in silver and at the same time they're selling it. Well, listen, you know, we all have to make a living, and, you know, I sell the silver that I sell, I just go and replace, and what little I make off of it, you know, I put back into it, or I use it to support my family or to pay my bills as well. And, you know, this is what I've chosen to do with my life. I've chosen to make these YouTube videos, and I've chosen to come to you and tell you the truth, my truth, what I believe to be true. Again, that doesn't mean I'm right. I am certainly not a crystal ball holder. I am certainly not a time traveler. I don't know what it's going to do tomorrow, but I do believe that silver has historically kept up with inflation. I do believe that silver has, you know, millennia of evidence of being used as as a form of currency, if you will, basically as a medium for trade. You know, I see that evidence, I believe in that evidence, and I believe in gold and silver for those reasons. So that's what I had to say to you guys today. Listen, I know I got off on a little bit of a tangent. I know I got a little bit rough about it. And listen, I know that my channel would grow faster if I said some of the things that I see some other people say. And if I believed those things, then I would say them. But I don't, and I'm never going to tell you something that I don't believe. Again, that doesn't mean I know. I am not a financial expert. I am certainly not a psychic. I don't know what it's going to do tomorrow. For all I know, this tomorrow could be worth $18. But again, everything I tell you in this channel is going to be what I believe. And if that belief changes over the years, then so be it. But right now, what I'm telling you is coming from what I believe to be the truth. So listen, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do me a favor. Go down below and subscribe. You would not believe how many people watch my channel but aren't subscribed yet, and I would really appreciate it if you did. Of course, you don't have to, but I'd appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button. Help recommend this video to others. And outside of that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Hey, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I did leave a video above you can check out if you haven't seen it yet. I also want to give a huge shout out and a huge thank you to my awesome channel supporters scrolling right there on the right hand of the screen. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.